Laying in bed. Now it's rap time, time to make a rhyme, to make something I could call all mine. There's no need for me to imitate, because I know that I am great. Everyone I listen to sounds the same old game with a different name. I'm gonna try my best to be unique, even if all the haters say that I'm a freak. Nothing I know is stronger than my groove, even all the old ladies can't help but move. Hey there teachers, Gary here with Little Kids Rock, and I'm excited to share with you one of my favorite lessons that I did with my students last year. I called it the Rap Hamburger, but really it's just a simple way to get your kids composing within one of the styles they really know and love, which is hip hop. So the way that it works is it's got a place for your kids that love to sing, and it's got a place for your kids that love to rap, but you could do either or. It's something that will work for all your students, and it could also be simplified and expanded and differentiated for any age group and for any amount of time that you have with your students. So like I said, I called it the Rap Hamburger, and the reason is because it starts with the bun on top, which is what we call the hook. In rap songs there's always a hook. If we think of let's say Eminem, Not Afraid, the hook is I'm not afraid to take a stand. That's the part that everyone remembers. It repeats over and over. So the hook is that kind of, it's like the chorus that's usually sung or chanted, and it repeats over and over. And then the meat and lettuce and tomato is going to be the verse, which is the rap section. And then on the bottom is a repetition of that hook. So we got hook, rap, hook. Okay. Now the hook at the top is going to be the same as the hook at the bottom. So that simplifies things a lot. What makes the hook harder is the kids have to come up with some melody, right? You could have them just chant it, I'm not afraid to take a stand. If they want, they could chant it. But you know, you want to challenge them, say, look, whoever's in charge of that hook, it's going to be short and simple, but you got to give it some melody, right? The rap is going to be more complicated lyrically. It's going to be longer. But no melody has to be involved. Okay, so we know it's a hamburger. Now we need some parameters. How big's the bun? How big are the burgers? Well, it could be a double-decker, but how big is the stuff in the middle? And how big is the stuff at the end? So the chorus, the hook, is going to be, the way that I did it, this is more complicated. I had fifth graders. It was a little longer. It took them a good 5-6 class sessions to do this. But the full way, and then we could scale it down, is to have a 8-bar, 8-measure hook, then the verse, double the size of that, 16 measures, and then the 8-bar hook at the bottom. To make things simpler, the 8-bar hook could be the same 4 lines repeated twice. So let's say it's I'm not afraid to take a stand, everybody come take my hand. You could have them do that again. I'm not afraid to take a stand. Everybody, come take my hand. So that was 8 measures, but I just repeated the same 4 bars twice, right? You're going to hear my example of a rap, not using Eminem, because we always want to give an example of our students. For anything we expect them to do, we need to show them that we also like to do it and can do it, right? So I'm going to get to that in a minute. But then the verse part is going to be 16 bars continuous. So 4 sets of 4 lines, if we think in poetry, which I'm going to get to in a minute. And then the 8 bars at the end, and then we're done. Now, to simplify it, you could do 4 bars on top, 8-bar verse, 4 bars on the bottom. So you could do a little bite-sized sandwich, or you can do a full Big Mac, whatever works for you. Okay? Now, once we get to the lyrics, there's some more parameters. This is the rap that I used as an example for my students, which I'm going to embarrass myself and do for you in a minute. But there's some parameters to this as well. What will help the students get started in their writing is having a topic that they care about. So you can have your students choose any topic they want. Could be sneakers, could be food, could be summer, could be toys, could be, if they're older, relationships, could be anything that they want to write about, as long as it is school appropriate. Every line has to fit within 4 beats. So my hook went, this is the hook, come and take a look, It will get stuck in your head. You'll be singing my song when you're laying in bed. Each line's 4 beats. Now, there was a rhyme pattern to that. Boys and girls, can you figure out the rhyme pattern? Hook, look, head, bed. Is it A-A-B-B or A-B-A-B? It's A-A-B-B. Hook, look, head, bed. My next stanza, rhyme, mine, imitate, great. Same name, unique, freak. Groove, move, go, so. Do, boo, feel, sealed. Awesome, right? A-A-B-B. But now you're probably wondering, okay, so they make a rap, but what about the music? Well, I actually did this as a garage band project where I made my own backing track, and students also made their own backing track. But you do not have to do that. There are so many backing tracks on YouTube, on Spotify, on iTunes. Just type in hip-hop backing track. You'll find all sorts of cool stuff to use. Here's an example of what I came up with. All right, here comes the hook. This is the hook. Come and take a look. It will get stuck in your head. You'll be singing my song when you're laying in bed. This is the hook, so I'm doing it twice. Come and take a look. It will get stuck in your head. You'll be singing my song when you're laying in bed. Now it's rap time, time to make a rhyme, to make something I could call all mine. There's no need for me to imitate, because I know that I am great. Everyone I listen to sounds the same old game with a different name. I'm gonna try my best to be unique, even if all the haters say that I'm a freak. Nothing I know is stronger than my groove. Even all the old ladies can't help but move. Cause when I start to flow, you gotta get up and go. Stuck in your head yet? Told you so. Music lets me do what I wanna do, and I'll make it how I like it. You can cheer or boo, but as long as I'm real, I'll give you something to feel. Now this rap is over, signed and sealed. This is the hook. Back to the beginning, come and take a look. It will get stuck in your head. You'll be singing my song when you're laying in bed. This is the hook. Come and take a look. It will get stuck in your head. You'll be singing my song when you're laying in bed. So this is the point where all the kids start laughing at me. But that's okay, because if you could show that you're not perfect, you're just having a good time, if you could show that your students are probably better than you, all the better. That will empower them all the more. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. I hope this lesson was valuable for you. If you do use it, please share with the community so we can see what it looks like with kids. I don't get to do that much anymore, so I wish I could show you what it looked like. But if we know that you can do it, we want to come to your classroom, we want to see it happen, we want to share it, and so all the other teachers can learn from you. So please let us know if this works, and we'll talk to you soon.